Yo guys, what's going on? It's Lewis here with Crypto Elite, and today we are having another market update. This is a very big market update because we might actually be entering into a sustained and big move up. I started making this a little bit ago, but like over an hour ago, I've just been buying and buying and buying. Because and putting on trades because we've been having these sustained moves up, and so I wanted to make sure that I was in on them, and that you know I have everything in place because I don't want to waste any time, right? Although we did just get a fairly significant sell off in the last hour. Wait, what? We already got to 32,000? Holy crap! I didn't know that we already went there. So yeah, as you could tell, this is a really very big update. So I need to get on this right now. So I'm going to start off and just go through this very quickly. The big fundamental indicators that I always use, or if you want to call these indicators, basically CBBI is at 22. For me, I believe under 20 is the... under 20% and lower is by Bitcoin, 15% or less is by all of the alts. It's at 22, so it has not actually hit my 20 range. So nothing really to say there. MVRVZ score still hasn't hit the green, so it's not a buy, like an automatic buy regarding this right now. Our hodl ratio, same thing. And Bitcoin rainbow chart, it's in the accumulate. It was in the buy zone yesterday. Now it's in the accumulate zone because Bitcoin did go up significantly. The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, right now it's at a 10. It's still at a 10. This is good because this is at a 10 despite the fact that crypto is moving up significantly. So this is a buy. All these other things right there were all washes, but this is definitely a buy. So now that we have that out of the way, we could actually get into the charts. Okay, so the first chart that we're going to look at is the total market cap. And you can see that the total market cap did come down to the 61.8. It actually fell below that, but basically bottomed out within the golden ratio right over here, and now it's pumping up. So that's really, really good. It's still above 61.8% of the entire move. That was the buy zone. So yeah, I mean, it fell below it at first and then fell below it again. Very scary. And now it's on its way back up. So the fact that the total market cap is pushing up from the zone makes me believe that we can at least, or not at least, but does make me believe that 1.475 trillion is in the books. So 1.475 trillion is in the books. It could do something like this, where it pumps, up here and then crashes back down and possibly down to the 200-week moving average before, zooming all the way back up, like not in a straight line, but you get the gist of it, right? So I am definitely more bullish right now. As you can see, this daily candle is the highest daily candle, 7% that we've had. We still have a couple hours, 2 hours to go, but yeah, it was a very, very good candle in terms of the market. Obviously, we are in this, there's this range right here. There's the top, there's the bottom. But what I really like about this is the fact that we were in this range, bottom, top, bottom, and then didn't even get to the top again, bottom, and then we broke down below it. There was the shorting opportunity. However, it never got back down here, which is where you would take your profits for your short. What it did instead was it closed back, or it went back above it and then shot up in one day. So this is why in crypto you have to be so freaking quick, because everyone was looking at this level. This was a very, very, very major SR flip level. It flipped below it. It had a fake breakout. So basically closed right here, you would short, and then when it came back up here, you would long, and then it came back down and you would short again. And now it broke back above, so you should long. But take a look at this right here. Look at the RSI. This RSI is all the way 80, 90, 88, and it is just sustaining its overbought territory. Normally, if the RSI is overbought, the price should come down. The price should absolutely go down. The price should not have done this move up when it reached 88 right here. Like when this was... This price, when the total market cap was right here and the RSI was right here, the price, the total market cap should have went down, and it didn't. So that makes me very bullish. So that's the total market cap. Oh, and the total market cap. So basically, total market cap, I will be looking to basically exit out all of my positions if the total market cap gets up to 1.49 trillion. All right, so now let's look at the total two. So all the altcoin total market cap. You can see on the daily, nice moving up with the RSI. But most importantly, same thing is happening. Look at all the support down here, and then we touched the support, we came back down, retested it, and now we're moving up. I like it. So we'll see what happens there. Let's can we do this? Did we break? The question is, we broke. Okay, so 2 hours to go, and if the 2 hour mark, closes above here, look at this. We have closed above this line right there. Let me put an arrow. So we closed above this. There you go. Resistance. If that's the case, that would be, that's bullish. Like, you close above the resistance, that's bullish, unless we get a fake breakdown, or unless this is a fake out and then we close back below it, then that would be bad. But that's the diagonal resistance. There's also the horizontal. The major one that I see is right here, which, okay, so this makes perfect sense. This is exactly, why we basically got rejected right here and are coming back down. But yeah, overall, this is bullish because this was support. Support was a little bit higher up, but it was support. We fell below it. Terrible. Pump back up, and now we're back above it. So this looks like a retest. This looks like a swing failure pattern type of deal to me. The sell zone would be $844 billion for me. Okay, so those are the total market caps. Now let's look at the market caps of just Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if we look at just Bitcoin and Ethereum, you could see, this was the big buy zone right here. Perfect. And now move up 12% from there, and it did not get rejected from. So like what happened is it fell down and came back up and basically got rejected from 23.6, which was also, I guess you could say that was a resistance, but now it's moving up and it looks to me like it wants to reach the 38.2. So this is what I'm doing on the total 2, BTC and ETH. So it's all the same thing. It just depends on which one reaches there first. And then once it reaches there, that's when I would want to get out of a lot of my positions, because this is obviously a huge resistance. So if it reaches here, I want to get out of at least 50% of everything that I have. But honestly, if it reaches here, I'll say if BTC and ETH reach right up in here, I will want to exit out of everything that I have. Moving on to ETH, just ETH market cap alone, you could see that we got into the big buy zone down here. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Love to see it. And now we're moving up. So this was pretty end, and this was, this is like support, breakdown, retest, and now it's back above it. So swing failure pattern right here, and now I'm targeting that. So same exact situation on all of these, every single one of these. I will be targeting this right here, selling 50% of everything here. Perfect. And then if it reaches this line, or if it reaches this line, sell everything here and reevaluate. Yeah, so same thing for ETH. So this is pretty much the game plan, you know what I'm saying? So game plan for all of it. So now we could go on to the dominance levels. First off, let's look at altcoin dominance. Altcoin dominance has obviously absolutely tanked. It's been absolutely terrible. Looking at dominance levels, this is one reason why I'm still not sure that the bottom is in. However, this is bullish divergence right here on the MACD. Excellent bullish divergence. Also, bullish divergence. Yeah, also bullish divergences on the RSI and the stochastic RSI moving up. So very bullish looking right structure on the indicators right now. On the actual price action, does not look very bullish. It looks like down to the side, down to the side. Who knows what's going to happen now for the dominance levels for altcoins. So when I would really want to go like all in on my investment, not all in, but like put a significant amount of money into my investment portfolio for my alts, right down here. This is definitely where I would want to do that. If altcoin dominance does pop back up, I would want to be selling a lot of my alts around this area for sure. Definitely would want to be selling a lot of my alts around here, and then probably looking to rebuy lower. But yeah, that's altcoin dominance. Moving on to Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance continuing to move up. Awesome. It's getting very close to the area where I would want to be longing alts regardless. So I like it. I like this, this entire area right here is, to me, where I would want to long alts. You know, you start longing up in here. I mean, I'm already starting to long right now, but I think if it reaches here, this is where I would really want to start longing a lot of alts. And then I would just long it until we get a retrace in the Bitcoin dominance and more money flows into alts. This is showing some little bit of a, this isn't really bearish divergence. Slightly bearish divergence, but not particularly. And oh, wait a minute. This is definitely okay. So this is showing a bearish divergence as well. So this is showing a bearish divergence on the MACD, and that's really good. I find that to be highly accurate a lot of times, and it's pretty close to the resistance, which means that altcoins should do pretty well this week. So let's see what happens. I'm long, and I just added into my investment account. And I just added into trades. So we will see what happens. All right, so next up we have DXY. So we have the dollar, and this right here, every single time that it hits this zone, we tend to have a bull run in crypto. So it's hit it 2 times, and we've had the bull run both times. Now it went above it, and that was really bad, but it does look to be coming down. This is a very steep rejection over the last 3 weeks. And honestly, like, if this is the case and it does continue to go down, then we can see some good movement for cryptocurrencies. So that's just another confluence of possibly a good move up in crypto. Another thing that I look at not sometimes, pretty much all the time now because of the correlation, is the Nasdaq, because there's so much correlation between Nasdaq and crypto, and the Nasdaq has gone up substantially over the last few days, and now finally cryptocurrencies today are starting to catch up. So maybe the correlation is there. I mean, the correlation has been there forever, not forever, but very significant since November-ish, December-ish, yeah, around December, I guess. And so if this goes up, it's usually a good indicator that you should be longing crypto as well, because it tends to really follow this. So yeah, I like the fact that this is moving up. I like that this is still has some ways to go. And the thing that I don't like about it though is the fact that it didn't, like, it moved up from the 50. Like, it didn't hit the 200-day exponential moving average or the 61.8, and that's like really worrisome. So like, I don't think that the worst is over. I will be getting out of my positions. Like, I will definitely be getting out of my positions, especially if the total market cap comes up to this level or this level. Like I told you, what I was talking about in terms of getting out of positions, where I'm going to do that. And but I do like the fact that this is, the Nasdaq is doing very well right now. However, I would not feel super comfortable just going YOLO all in craziness until the Nasdaq reaches here, based solely off the Nasdaq. Of course, if all of the other indicators that I have show me some very good signs, then I'm perfectly fine just disregarding the Nasdaq and not even caring. But usually, if the Nasdaq is looking like crap, then crypto will probably look like crap as well. So we have all of those. What is that total? I have the totals. So I have the dominance levels, and I have dollar and Nasdaq. Okay, so now we could go into Bitcoin and all this other stuff. So we got the Brave New Coin Index right here, and as you can see, this was my buy area, just my super long term type of situation that I have down here. I like it. And on the weekly chart, it did reach the 200 weekly moving average, and it's in the support zone. Like I just mentioned, I don't know if this is the bottom. I don't like the way that this is. I don't like the way the RSI or stochastic RSI looks. I do like the way the MACD looks, and I also don't like the fact that it fell below this giant resistance. I think 32 to 34, really 32 to 33.7, huge resistance in my opinion. If you count. Yeah, if you just go from the top here to the retests here, and then like this entire area, yeah, this is all like a really big red flag area right here. 33 to 34.5, I would want to scale out. But before I post it just on this chart, I want to look on the actual Bitcoin chart that I was, that I have plotted out right here. And this has the yearly open and close, like in my basic strategy, right? So I would do the same thing that I did on the total market caps, and I would do this. Yeah, it looks, yeah, these are definitely the levels. So let me do this. I'm going to change this to 50%. Actually, no. I'm going to, it's a tough one. I'm definitely going to sell everything here. Selling everything here. Re-evaluating. That's definitely happening. If we reach 39K, I'm selling it all. Everything I have. That's 100% true. I think selling, I don't know whether 25 or 50%. Well, I have for my total, right? I have 50% at the 38.2. Yeah, okay, so I'll do 50% there. I'll do taking 50% right here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Taking 50% there, and I will. Do I want to do that? Maybe I'll do 25-25. It's tough. Let me think about this for a second. I really don't want to take 50% right here because this has such a lot of room to go. So I'm going to take 25% on my trading portfolio trades here. And I'll take 50% of my trading portfolio here, and then I will take 100% of everything here and reevaluate everything. Share and reevaluate. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so now let's go on to Ethereum. Or I guess I'll just do a little recap of Bitcoin just because my recording software stopped for a minute. So I just want to make sure that I have it all down. I bought all the way down here. That was great. Now my first sell is here, 25% profit. Second sell is here, 50% profit. And then I'm going to exit the markets right here. So that is definitely my that's what I'm doing totally for Bitcoin. Let's see if I have any other things in like other charts. I mean, another thing to notice is the fact that we did break out of this. Not only, oh wow, so not only did we break out of the range, and we are going to close today above the range, but we also broke out of this downtrend diagonal. So horizontal broke out of, diagonal broke out of, it's all good. And then let me just check this one. Yeah, I mean, it's all, or I'll check the perp, because the perp is what I do on the 4 hour. Yeah, it's still, RSI still going absolutely nuts. I like the volume. I like everything. I really like everything right now. So I'm pretty bullish bias, totally. Now let's look at Ethereum. Well, first off, start off on the weekly. This is what I was saying, buying here for longer term swing trades. This is what happened with Ethereum that sort of messed me up a little bit, was the fact that we had this, I guess, I know I wrote it down here. Yeah. Was the fact that we had the supports right here. And so support. So I said, if it closes below here, I'm going to exit out of some of my ETH trades, not like my whole positions, but I'm going to exit some of my positions on my ETH trades. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into Bitcoin. So I sold off some ETH, but I basically just converted it to Bitcoin when it fell below here. But now we're closing back above this support level right here, which is really, really, really good. So, and then also down here was the buy zone for my investments. So it's like nothing really bad happened. It's all good. But yeah, this was a major range low, ideal buy zone, all the support, fell below it. Really, really bad. Did not like that at all. But now that it's back above it, now it's back to support again. And what happened every time, it had the support range right here? Well, it literally, it went up all the way 12%. All the way up to 2,150. So that would be my first target right here, is 2,150. But honestly, what I would rather do is do the same type of situation that I've been doing on all of these other coins, or excuse me, on everything else. Take the Fibonacci from the top to the bottom. Okay. Boom, boom. 23.6 is right there. Down, retest, pop up. Fingers crossed this is for real, and we pop up to this level right here. This is where so I'm going to change this. Changing this to here. And this is where I will sell 50% on my ETH right here. And so basically what I'm doing is, like, if Bitcoin reaches certain levels, like these levels, then I'm going to take 25% of my profits on pretty much everything. If Ethereum reaches these levels, I'm going to take 25% of my profits on everything. 20% of my 20% profits in my trading portfolio here. Because Ethereum is going to, if Ethereum crashes, the markets are going to crash too. If Bitcoin crashes, the market's going to crash. So this is my gauge on all of the markets, right? On everything. So I'm going to sell 50% here. I'm going to sell 50% here, and I'm going to sell everything, everything in all my portfolios here, if it reaches there. And that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, so continuing to look at Ethereum, like I mentioned, the fake breakdown into a reclaim of support means that this is the support that you should be, or you can, now that you have the opportunity to, long. So very, very easy risk to reward trade happening right here. Hope for the retest, followed by a move up. First target here, second target there, or maybe even look left and say right there is a good target. Have some confluence with this right here. Perfect. So this is TP1. All right. TP1. This is TP2. And this is TP3. So this would be the trade setup that I would do right here. Also, I would start shorting probably right here. Start shorting here. And this would be my short, my trade setup. So if I want to put on a new trade at this point, this is what I would do. This would be my trade setup. I would wait for it to come back down to this level right here, which is 1920, and then I would aim for here, here, and here. And then if it does reach up to this level, I would enter a short position right here. Actually, what I'll do is I'll bring this down just a tad. Yeah, don't want to be too greedy, you know? So I would enter, I would exit my long position here, and I would enter a short position here. That's what I would do. And this is how I would play it. This is totally how I would play it. And let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, I don't really even see us coming back down here though. Once we get these type of breakout moves, you don't really see these, you don't really see a retest, but you know, gotta do it. So let me hold on a second. Do this, boom, do this, boom. Okay. So yeah, these are the two trades. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna put these in for sure. Okay, so with that, we have the market caps, we have the dominance levels, we have Bitcoin, we have Ethereum, and we have the bigger fundamental stuff that I went over in the beginning. So yeah, this is basically my strategy for most things. I think the only other thing that I would say right now is that I will be looking to short GMT. If GMT comes up into this area right here at around $2, so I'll be shorting GMT at $1.99, and I will just be adding to my short up to within this level, and I'll have a stop loss right here, and I'll target down here. So that's really the only other thing that I want to, I guess, mention in this market update. The other things, there's not really much else. I mean, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to upload this, put all my trades in, or update all of my trades to reflect everything. And then I'm going to go through these different coins and look for places that I want to short, because I do think that we will have a big pop up. So here's one for Solana. I think shorting Solana at $78 is a really good idea. Let me just double check that I have the... Yeah, so yeah, I think shorting, honestly, I think even shorting up here like this is a good short to me, and that's what I'm going to do. So basically I'm long right here, like I'm long from the bottom for Bitcoin and Ethereum and a bunch of other things, right? And Cardano, but I want to look for places to short that are like easy places that I think will be good shorts. And I do that by taking the Fibonacci from the top to the bottom and looking at the big levels like the 38.2, the 61.8, and seeing if they line up with previous support resistance levels and everything else like that. And so I'm going to also be doing that because I do think that we will get a pretty significant run up, fingers crossed. And I want to take advantage of that. So I'm going to end this here and do that. So keep on stacking those sats, keep on making those gains. Hopefully you made some money today, and we'll keep on making money for the rest of the days. I'm moving, so that's a big thing that's happening. So not going to be any, probably not going to have another market update for a week or longer, depending. And I'll make another update next week. Unless there's something drastic, then I will definitely, make another update sooner if I can. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Peace out. Bye.